there really is something genuinely humbling about visiting ancient sites, or indeed anywhere where there is a real depth of history. I'm standing in the Acropolis, in the heart of ancient Athens, a matter of yards from the Parthenon, and the reason I say that is because as we go through life we experience all sorts of challenges, successes, and also find ourselves having to learn any number of life lessons. And of course that's a very fresh experience. As something happens and we learn from it, it feels very fresh and there's a real sense of discovery. But of course, when learning about and immersing oneself in a history that goes back thousands of years, you start to realise just how much has already been experienced and learned by people in the past. And that I think really puts one's own life into perspective. In ancient Athens, as an example, one of the great speakers in the 5th century was Pericles, and arguably one of the first, if not the first, speeches to be recorded, although admittedly recorded by Thucydides, a historian, in his history of the Peloponnesian War, rather than actually written down by Pericles himself, but with Pericles' funeral oration in honour of the soldiers who fell in the first year of the Peloponnesian War between Athens and Sparta in the 5th century. And Pericles knew the importance of the art of self-deprecation, which is something I've been exposed to over a number of years in speech making. That idea of tell a story or something that's self-deprecating, something that shows you're not trying to be an arrogant twit, that kind of insight. Well, Pericles knew all about that 2,500 years ago. Early in his speech he actually says the reputations of brave men should not be imperilled in the mouth of a single man. A way of saying that these men have fought and died. Who am I, as a mere speaker, to attempt to do justice to those people? And it's a deft touch and an appropriate one. And I imagine if indeed he did say that, something which was probably appreciated by the citizens of Athens listening to him. So, and there's, of course, the examples go on. There's so many examples of this, of insights, little truths about human nature, which we experience fresh and we have to learn or relearn, but which actually there's a long history of people who have experienced those lessons, learned them, and discovered them for themselves, going back over thousands of years. And it puts one's own life into perspective. Speak well, speak soon.